Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Well, let's start this off. Renee, I see where you got your mail call on yesterday, and you were sent some cotton seeds. So, this is what they look like. I actually planted 6 seeds, but 2 died. So 2 of these will be Sherry's, and then 2 will be mine. Keep in mind, one cotton plant can produce up to 10 bowls. So as they grow, it'll be very interesting. And I think that you've seen my cotton that I have. It's still in the water in my dining room. I plan to spin it into yarn, and that's why I decided to do a couple of more this year, especially since I'm growing it for Sherry again, because she'll take it home, and then in early September, she'll need to bring it here. I'll put it in the greenhouse until October, and then after October, I'll bring it indoors, put it under the grow lights, and the bowls will not open up for me until December, usually right around Christmas time. Okay, my peppers are doing really good, especially the candy cane peppers. They're starting to kind of take off here, and I'm very pleased. Now, the Jimmy Nardellos, those are both of them that I have, aren't doing the best as far as growth, but at least some of the newer varieties that I planted this year are doing really well. And I will be putting them, I'm either going to put them in in some grow bags, or I'm going to put them into some type of container. I'm thinking about one of the deck gardens, since I have 3 of them. So I'm thinking about putting them in there. I'm not sure yet. I'm starting to get true leaves on the okra, which I'm very pleased. I didn't get my okra true leaves last year, and one of my plants ended up dying, which was the jambalaya. But the other okra okra that I did last year didn't get true leaves until June, and it started producing right around August. Now, the okra will definitely go in the greenhouse. The more heat for those, the better. My tomatoes are starting to produce true leaves, and my collards are beginning to produce true leaves. Loofah, true leaves. And then my pineapple ground cherries, look how those are coming along. And I need to start getting them separated now. I got them all squeezed into 1 cup, and I have extra cups now. So I'm going to separate them and give each one its individual cup. And as usual, each year I always donate about 5, because Sherry wants 2 and I only want 2. I have probably about 5 or 6 in each cup. So I'll keep the 2 nicer ones, the 2 bigger ones for Sherry and I. And then when we do our planting on the 10th, we'll be sowing our, not sowing our seeds. The seeds are sown. I missed that because that was on the 11th of March. It was either the 11th or 25th when they sold seeds in the greenhouse. But we will be meeting on the 10th at the greenhouses for the Grow Club to transplant. And remember, in that greenhouse, it's a $1 million greenhouse or close to it, from what I was told. It has heat, it has everything, all the state-of-the-art stuff. So those plants grow really fast. So that's why I keep the stronger ground cherries, and I always donate them the weaker ones, because they will get them transplanted like they did last year. And when it's time for the plant sale, they will have surpassed mine. That's what they did last year. And so the Grow Club members, they snatched those up real quick. So they'll get some this year. Now, they won't get none of the perennial ones. I might give one to Emily, because she was very excited when I told her about the perennial ground cherry. She said, I'm going to have to check into that. And so I'll probably give her one just so that she can check them out, because I have 4 of those. Okay, and here they are. And since I've put them in the cup, they're starting to grow. Same with the black cherry tomatoes. They're getting their true leaves. The ice is candy. And I see a fungus gnat right there next to the watermelon on top of that cup. Okay, I need to transplant that arugula. It's kind of stunted now. It needs to be in a bigger pot. Okay, so far no seed alerts. And wait, my glasses aren't on, so I can't see, but it looks like something might be coming right there. I'm not sure. That's the Diva cucumber. And then I went with the Ashley cucumber by M.I. Gardner. And then I planted the mustard seeds. Those came. I meant to tell you. And she sent me some extra seeds. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is what she sent extra. It was a lady. She sent me, and I didn't plant it. Wait, hold on. Thank God the glasses are around my neck. Hold on, because I cannot even read this. Okay, the seed lady, my other mustard seeds are right here, and I need to get this moved. I'm gonna get all this cleaned up because JD will be here for the fishing trip. Okay, so this is the black mustard seed. Okay, so she sent me an extra pack of the black mustard seeds. And she also sent me some butter crunch lettuce seeds. I believe I planted that variety a while back, and I think I'm going to throw some in. I don't need to do it right just yet because, I can do that right outside in April. I can do that and put that with the arugula. So I'm not going to plant that yet, but later on I will. I believe I've planted that variety before. Anyway, so here, everything's coming along. I have the heat mat on. I'm running that 24 hours a day. And once the seeds germinate, then I'll let them, get of a little size. And then they will go to the greenhouse. Everything by mid-April will be going to the greenhouse. And of course, I think I mentioned on the last video, this is the empty tray that I will be succession sowing in. I'll be succession sowing green beans this year and cucumber and squash. And then as these plants get transplanted in the greenhouse, pending no fungus gnat infestation in the soil, I can leave them in I can leave the trays in the greenhouse and succession plant in those. So I think I'm going to start succession planting either in June, either late June or by mid-July, right around my birthday time. And then that will, because remember when I tried with the fall garden last year, although the seedlings came up and as you all know, the fungus gnats and all that stuff. So I'll probably just use new seed start mix, bring it in to start my new seedlings, and I'm going to still try to do the winter garden. I'm thinking about investing in, I saw the grow tents, but I think that's a little bit too elaborate for me. But I saw where you can do the hydroponics, and these are like the green stalk stand, but they're smaller. You can fit them like in the corner of a room, and you can plant in there and grow over the winter and everything. And it has the light with it and everything. I'm thinking about investing in that. I've looked at some of the prices and they're not too bad. You're looking at maybe $150 for a stalk. And it's a nice size. It has like maybe 10 tiers on it. Now, we actually have a hydroponics spot about 5 minutes from me. It's on the way to my fishing, where I go to get my fishing bait on Dixie Highway. Is right beyond, because Pelly's and the flea market, think of where Pelly's and the flea market is on that corner, and that is the corner of Telegraph. Well, Dixie Highway is the street that I'm on before I make that left to go into Pelly's. I'm seeing fungus gnats everywhere. See, this good eyesight is getting me, so I got to get the spray. That spray does work, I have to admit, because I sprayed in the other room the other day when I saw fungus gnats around the plants, and now I'm not seeing them. Each time I use that spray, although I'm not crazy about that spray and it's safe for plants, I still don't like using it. But sometimes you just got to pull out the pesticide. But anyway, yes, what was I saying? Pelly's. Yes, so that is that street right at that light where I would make that left to go into Pelly's. If I keep straight through that light, that is Dixie Highway. And so I would say about a half mile up on the right, there is a hydroponics shop. So you can buy all kind of hydroponic stuff. So I think I'm going to stop in there one day. It'll probably be this week because I have to go to get my fishing license, and Dunham's is up the street. And so is my bait place. And since JD and I are going fishing, I told him now he'll be buying his own bait. I'm just treating for the trip. So basically, I'll just be paying the ferry fee. That's all I need to pay. And then, of course, gas, which I had planned to get anyway. It's time for me to fill up. But anyway, but he'll be buying his own bait, but I will be going to pick it up, and then he will reimburse me. Usually that's how we do it. If sometimes he'll do that, and then I'll reimburse him. We just go back and forth with stuff like that. So the best bait, because JD, he's been to the island, and he said there is no bait shops that are selling the waxworms, which is what we used to like to use at the island. And so the waxworms that we do like are sold at my bait shop, which is right there on Dixie, and is sold at this one store that's by Dodge Park, which is the other spot that you guys have seen me fish at. And so I'll be going to my bait shop first, and then I'll be getting my fishing license, and then I'll be purchasing the bait while I'm there. And then JD will just reimburse me for his portion. He only needs waxworms, that's it. So then from there, I plan to go. So first it'll be the hydroponic shop. Then I'll stop at the bait place, get my license and all that. Then I have to run up to Dunham's because I want some slip-on sneakers. And that's for the summer. It's not for fishing or anything because I'm not going to mess them up. The slip-on sneakers that I already have, those are the ones I'll use for fishing and for gardening and all that. Okay, so like I said, I have to get this bed cleaned off. It's supposed to get warmer tomorrow. I haven't been back to the greenhouse, and those cold crops are out there. They're okay because they're upcupped, and I filled the water part at the bottom with water, so I know they're moist, but I do need to get them transferred and transplanted so that they'll be ready to go. So I will be doing that by Wednesday. It's supposed to start getting warmer again starting tomorrow. We're supposed to get to the 70s. And then Friday is supposed to actually be cool. It's supposed to be like mid-50s. But that's okay. That's perfect for fishing. We'll just wear our jackets. I'll wear my sweatshirt, and that'll be that. Okay, so with all that out the way, let's move on to TMIQ. Okay, y'all. Now, I know y'all probably wonder, okay, Q goes to the island and it's all deserted and whatnot. How does she go to the bathroom? Well, Dodge Park, they have bathrooms all over the place, and most of the other places I go. Now, Harson's Island, on the other hand, they have outhouses sprinkled here and there, and it's not for the faint of heart, let me tell you. And so I went into an outhouse once, and I was like, no. And I don't care if you are squatting. You don't want to be up in there, okay? It's too much, okay? Too much. So I usually, how I do it is I open the car doors, and of course can't no one see you because you have one car door open and the other one open up front. And then right in the middle there, you can go. No problem whatsoever. And of course, JD, his back is towards me, of course, but he spots and looks to make sure no car is coming up the road. Never been a problem. But I'm getting a little too old to be squatting, y'all. So I decided, I told JD, I said, I'm going to order something. There's got to be something for like when people camp and all this stuff. I said, then that way I won't have to squat. I said, because I've heard of what they call them shiwis. And so I pulled up shiwi on eBay. And so I found the perfect solution. And y'all, excuse my French, but I named it the chick dick. Let's just call it the chick prick. So here it is, you guys. TMI. Bing! Perfect. Okay, so let me describe it. It actually came from this medical company out of Illinois. It's called Easy at Home. And so this is for, you can use it like at home, like for someone who's bedridden or whatever. And when I had my surgery and was in the hospital for 3 months, and when I got real sick and was in ICU, they first they had a catheter in me, and then they had to take it out after so many days. But I couldn't get out of bed because I was just so sick and whatnot, still in ICU. So they put one of these things, but it was like a paper cup. And then they, somehow or another, they put it in between my legs, and they told me, when you have to go, just go. And it was this like suction thing there. And it was so weird because the first time I went, I was like, okay, it's now or never. It's either the bed is going to be flooded and I'm going to drown or it's going to work. And so when I started going, all of a sudden I heard the suction go and then it went on forever. I was like, Lord, okay, I must have been fooled. But anyway, so it works. So this, how it works, I got the directions here, which I can't read because the glasses are off. But what you do is, this is the back part. Wait, let me make sure. Hold on. The glasses, once again. Hold on. Okay, yep. Right there, you can see it, but I can't. This is the back part. So this goes to the back, and this part is the front. Perfectly aligned. And so you squeeze it like that, put it on your ta-ta, and then you can go. So you have, if you want to go straight down, which I don't, then you can, don't use the extender. But if you wanted to aim, then you add the extender, which I just did. So what I'm going to do is, I have some old sweats that I no longer wear. They have holes all in them, that type of thing. So I'm going to put a little hole in the front, and then I have some old underwear, same scenario. I'm going to put a little hole in the front of that, and then whenever I have to go, all I have to do is just slip it in, and then the little hole, guide this out of the hole, and hit the bricks, as they say. So we shall see how that works. I'm not going to be demonstrating on camera, but I will tell you, it comes in a nice little discreet pouch. I will have my, actually, I grabbed one of my water bottles, not drinking water bottles, but I grabbed a bottle from my Ocean Spray cranberry juice that I just finished off. And I washed that out real good. So that bottle is there. I will fill it with soapy water. And that's what I will use to wash that, each time it's used. And then, of course, it'll be washed thoroughly and disinfected with alcohol once I'm home. So I'll be taking this Thursday, so I'll let y'all know how it works. So that ends this episode of TMI. Okay. So anyway, uh-oh. My seeds just got stuck. Okay, let me put this to the side because I will be planting that butternut lettuce. Yep, so I'm going to just, since I'm back here, I'm going to go on and get this bed cleaned off and everything and get it all spruced up and the sheets washed since JD is coming. And so, and get everything straight back here. He'll just be dealing with seeds and fungus gnats. I'll let him know, use that spray. But it's going to be warm, so JD, he likes to, whenever he, sleeps back here, he'll open that door anyway, because he steps out. He's a smoker, so he'll step out to smoke, and he likes to just leave the door open even at night. When he's asleep, all he has to do is lock the screen, so he'll be okay. Alrighty, so I don't think he'll be dealing with fungus gnats back here. And if he sees one, I'm gonna tell him, hit it with this spray. Yep. And so anyway, and then we plan to get up like at 4 in the morning. We're going to be leaving at daybreak to go fishing because we plan to come back early. We want to get our limit and then get out of there, get on back home. Alrighty, so I'm rambling now, so let me get off of here and I will talk to you all later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.